Hey guys, it's your girl Mashonda, and I'm back to talk about accountability as promised. Accountability partners, I was introduced to what that was maybe about 7 or 8 years ago. Started out with a group of girls where we would, just hold each other accountable, pray for each other, lift each other up, encourage each other in our dreams and aspirations. And that has kind of evolved for me to where I have to and need accountability partners because, again, we're not an island. We don't do life alone and we're not meant to do life alone, but we're meant to do life with others. But with that, we should be held accountable. So, yeah, I have with me today one of my accountability partners, Miss Sherry McCullers. Hey,
Hi,
Sherry.
Mashonda.
I am so excited to have her with me because I met her about 6 years ago, just to kind of give you some backstory. And she has been there with me throughout my journey. And I will say, even transformation.
Yeah.
She's been there and we've been there for each other,
Yes.
encouraging each other through this process because it's different when you decide that you want to live your life a certain way and you
Yes.
want to do better, have better because of a lifestyle that you want to leave that will result in those changes and result in that, what is it, that will result in you having better as a result of how you live your life. And so I was able to walk that out with Sherry and just felt so led to have her with me because she's assisted me in such a way. So, Sherry, tell me, what is it about accountability and having an accountability partner that helps you in life?
I think the great thing about having an accountability partner is you've identified someone who is going where you want to go. That person may not be in every one of your situations or circumstances, but because you both have the end goal in mind, when you start to veer off of the shared path, that person can rear you in or pull you back and say, "Hey, we set off to do this. Your actions or choices are leading you off to do this." So when you're in a situation, sometimes it's hard to see the impact of a decision because you're in the
Correct.
middle of it. But when you have someone standing on the outside of it who has, agreed to the same end goal you have, they can keep that perspective fresh of, well, we were going here.
Right.
So we need to continue to do these things to get here. So it's a second set of eyes. It's
I like
also
that.
someone who, because you guys are on the same journey, you can share your experiences,
Absolutely.
talk about things that are going on, and they understand. Even if they don't understand what the situation you're in is, they still understand that going through things in the midst of the journey to our end requires support
Yeah.
and assistance. So it, like I said, it's a second set of eyes. It's a support system, and it can make transitioning easier.
So you hit on some really good points, Sherry. And one of the things is sometimes when you have an accountability partner, you may not like what they say.
A lot of times.
And, it's like, how do you push past not liking what they say and getting out of your feelings so that you can be a better person? I know for me, I'm a special somebody or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I may not always appreciate what they're saying at the time, but then when I have a moment to reflect and to sit back and think, I'm like, they were right.
Yeah.
They were right. So how do you handle situations where your accountability partner might tell you something that you don't necessarily want to hear or you may not agree with?
Uh, I remember that accountability partner is on my side. They're on my team. So
Yeah,
when that's at the forefront, you know that they're not there to hurt you or set you
absolutely.
back. You both are on the path to the end. So even though it may hurt, listen, take it in, and it's there to help you.
Listen, take it in. It is there to help you. And it is so true.
Yes.
Many people fall by the wayside for multiple reasons. One being they don't want to talk about their situations. So they don't have anybody to say, get your whole life. You can do this. Get your life. And two, because they don't want to be accountable. And if you're not accountable to somebody, you are always going to see yourself on the falling end.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's talk about yes people. You don't want somebody in your camp who always going to tell you what you want to hear. Do you hear me? You don't want that type of person. And I guess I'm harping on that because there's so many people out here who won't be truthful and tell you the truth. And if they're not willing to tell you the truth, they're not your friend. One. Two, they can't be your accountability partner. Because you need somebody who's going to be like, Mashonda, what you did to that person wasn't right. Not that I would do anything bad to anyone, but I'm just using it as an example. But you really have to be able to have people who will tell you the truth and not always tell you what you want to hear. You would agree or disagree?
I would agree, but there's some responsibility on you to be humble. Like, you have to have humility when you ask somebody else to hold you accountable for your actions. So you must be ready to listen.
You're right. She talking good. She talking good. That's why she's my accountability partner, because I'll be ready to go off the handle like, ah! And she'll be like, Mashonda, just take a second. Just take a break. She is my intellectual, spiritual, like she's that whole well-rounded friend that'd be like, well, Mashonda, I thought about this. And I just be like, stop thinking and just tell me. Sorry, that was probably loud because I was stomping my foot. But it's good. And I think that's the beauty of, having people in your life who aren't like you, but are like you.
That's good. That is good. And that will keep you away from yes people, because people gravitate toward people who are like them. They want to keep them around because it feels comfortable.
Yes.
But when you are set to go to another level, sometimes the people who are like you won't challenge you and cause you to grow because you all are comfortable. You all like the same things. You all agree on the same things. But people who aren't like you, who are still focused on growing, will challenge you to come out of yourself.
And also, one of the things I would tell Sherry, she'd be like, man, you pushed me out of my comfort zone. I was like, I'm the comfort zone buster.
That is true.
What? It's like anything that seems like it's conformed to me, I just be like, ah!
Yeah. Yes.
Like, be free. Get out of what's the norm. But that's me. And so, like, for me, I don't like to necessarily have so much structure that it enables me to not fully be creative or to have freeness. I'm like a butterfly. I need to be free.
But structure is good. I love structure. I love organization. Like you said, you are that, let's just do it. And it's like, oh, let's just do it, but in a controlled environment. So you've caused me to grow too. But structure is good, but so is creative freedom.
And that's why we have to have all types of people.
Yeah.
And so, look, I don't want to keep you guys here too long, but I did want to just kind of give you a brief synopsis of what accountability is and how Sherry and I have been able to grow in the past 7 years as a result of just keeping each other accountable, not being yes people to each other, but telling each other the truth in love and just being there for each other. And so I think it's important. And as we strive for this year of 2017, it's not about that goal of losing weight, but who can help you lose weight with an accountability partner. Or it's a goal of getting your finances in order, but who can help you stay on track with your budget? Or it might be you have that business that you've been working on, but you just need someone to push you out. And recently, I did a talk with Girl Trek about letting your inner light shine using skincare and beauty. And the co-founder, Vanessa Garrison, literally just sat me down and was like, you're doing it. I'm pushing you because I see this in you.
Oh, okay.
And I met her equally 6 years ago on Capitol Hill, just working out. And so you never know how people come in your life, but I'll tell you, don't throw people away because you never know how they're going to help you reach your goals. We need people. And I can't stress the importance of building your team this year so that you can be successful and have an amazing 2017. Well, that is it for me. It's a little bit long, but I hope you've been entertained in the process. And remember, don't just look it, but be it, because you are it. Always shine. You my
I
girl.
love you.
Bye.
Bye.